Good afternoon and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. It is so odd to say good afternoon because typically I put my videos out in the morning. However, as I had stated at the beginning of December, there's going to be some bonus videos because I have some things that I need to do. So your bonus for day 17 is going to be a BeeBeeCraft video, and BeeBeeCraft has graciously sent me some product to play with, and so I want to talk about it a little bit. You can see my little snow people here from this morning's make. I haven't put them in my December daily yet because we're going to use bits that are from the BeeBeeCraft play. So this is from the big 12 by 12 snowflake sample. So snowflake stencil. My goodness, I apologize. This stencil is fantastic. It did really well. So I put my crackle paste through here and let it dry, and it looks so cool. I love it. So I did that, and then when I wiped it off onto this with the excess crackle paste, and then I had some Nuvo mousse that I was using on something else that I cleaned off on that as well. So I hope that's coming through with the lighting. Anyway, I'm very, very pleased with the quality of this stencil, very pleased with the thickness, how it held up. I just really am very, very pleased with this stencil. So that is one make from BeeBeeCraft. Now, the second thing we're going to talk about today is these die plates. You guys remember when we did the unboxing that I was like not really sure about these, and I ran them through my die cutting machine, a couple of the different plates, and they weren't cutting, and she said don't worry about including them in the video, but I did want to talk about them because they're very neat. And even though I couldn't die cut with them, I was able to spray some ink through them and do a clean off of the stencil for some background designs for collage or whatever. And then I don't know where the piece is, but I was actually had a fine tip pen, and I was tracing the design, which also gave a really cool effect. So I do have these, and I'm figuring out like the best way to utilize them. So I was toying with a couple of things. If I can find, I already tried to film this the other day. It was when I had the red ink all over me, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was just kind of a disaster video. But what I can do is go ahead and insert that footage and take the sound out just so you can see the play and get the gist of what I was saying in regards to these. And then I didn't, you know, I had done the crackle paste through that stencil before we had ever left on our trip. To try to get that kind of make in it going or whatever. And so it just, you know, things happen, whatever. So I'm thinking I would really like to have a little bit of a snowflake background for one of my little snow people. And I just think that she's adorable. And I do like the green one, and I thought the green on the green, but that's a lot of green. So I think I'm going to do the pink because she's adorable and we're going to use her. So this is like an add-on to this morning's video. So if you are wondering about the snow people and you did not watch the December daily day 17 video, please go to the Christmas playlist and look for that video. I've put out a video every day of the month of December so far. And I'm just really enjoying playing with whatever speaks to me. So we have her in here. Now the fun part is this is actually going to stick out, and I think that I think that looks just fine in my signature here. What is going on with my signature here? I took it out and I never put it back yesterday. So that is not even the page that we're working on. Oh my goodness. Good thing I caught that. Oh my word. All right. Let's set that aside so it's out of the way. Okay, so we're opening up our day 17 make, and now we're back to this beautiful coffee dye paper, and I'm like, do I want to cover it? I keep getting to this page and covering this paper. But I do think, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm just going to, I'm going to do it. then if that peeks out, it's not a big deal. Or I just hate to skip a page. Hi, Chloe. Okay, I've cut that down just a little bit to try to fit on our page a little bit better. And this is just normal 8.5 by 11 paper that I've dyed. We've talked about that cookie sheet in a previous video that gives me that design when I use it to coffee dye paper. And then I thought I cut this down enough. I just want to take a little bit more off that edge. I would just really like to have a better fit without this being completely in the spine. Yeah, I like that better. And I think I'm just gonna come in and just take a little off the top and the bottom just to give us more of that, you know, the coffee to frame our piece. So I'm just kind of looking at it and seeing what I have going on here. I think if I cut just a smidge more off, I do love this snowflake and the stencil, so I'm trying not to cut too much off of that. So I think that's enough. We're just gonna go with that. So then that beautiful crackle snowflake is our backdrop for our cute little snow person. And then we just need a label or a word. And then also in that last haul, we got these really cool letter stamps. So let's get this glued down and then we'll figure out what kind of sentiment that we want this to say. Trying to figure out what glue I want to use. I'm sorry. It's later in the day. I don't usually come in and film like this, but I didn't get to this morning before we left, and we have time. Oh, I do love the back of that. Look at that. Oh, now do I want to glue? Yes, glue it down. Just glue it down, Jody. It's so cool. I could tell you, well, yeah. The stencil just has a lot of options. You could spray through it. You could just blend brush through it, like if you wanted a more subtle snowflake. I did the crackle paste on this green paper because I thought that that white crackle would be super cool, and I was not disappointed at all. So just a lot of different ways you can use the snowflake stencil to add some interest to your pages. So I do encourage you to play with your things, you know, and don't forget on the BeeBeeCraft, there is a 10% discount code in the description box below. So if you use that discount code, it lets BeeBeeCraft know that you went to them via me, and that helps me out. It helps me be able to continue to bring product to you and experiment with things and show you things that they have to offer. And I just think it's a wonderful program, and I'm very grateful about it. Grateful for it, I should say. There's another button, a stowaway button from this morning. All right, so that's good and burnished down. I love it. Now, little Missy Lou with her little bow is going to go on here. And I think what's going to happen is I'm going to glue her down, but she needs a weight on her. So I will glue her when we're done and weight her down. But let's talk about a phrase that we want it to say for her. So how about little Miss, what did I just say? I called her Susie, but she cannot be Susie. We know who Susie is. What about Sarah Snowflake? No, not Sarah. We need a good S name that's different. Sammy Snowflake. Let's go with Sammy Snowflake. I'm trying to go through the S words names that I know in my head and taking my dear friend into account and not naming my sweet little snow person after somebody that's going to make her cringe. So my friend, that's for you. You know who you are. And we just have some scraps here, so let's just use some scraps to stamp this on. Oh, look, that's a nice lightweight scrap. I keep forgetting where I've moved this ink to. All right, so what did I just say? Sammy. I don't have 2 M's. I'm gonna have to get another set of these. That is, ooh, a lowercase would be good. A lowercase set would be really nice to have. Then you could, there's so many words in the English language that require double letters. And so I would say that one set, ooh, is not quite enough for that, but that's okay. I love it. All right. And then we want to make snowflake. And these are like hard to get apart at first, but the more you play with them, the better they are. Like some of these letters I had not used yet. So do be aware of that. Just as you use them, they will be easier to take apart. And I like that they come in the little case, so they're all contained. Now I'm losing my letters here because S. I need the E. Okay, let me get this all put together here. Oh, it's going now. And for those of us that have hands that sometimes don't want to cooperate, that's half the battle sometimes. Half of the battle. So I hope everybody's doing well and that you are working on something that brings you joy and happiness. Super important to try to do things that make us happy and bring us joy. So, okay. Sorry about that. He had no idea I was filming because I already filmed this morning. So it's odd for me to film twice in one day. Well, not really, but right now it is because of the nature of the videos. So, okay, I'm going to get these cut out. We're just going to cut these out to make little word labels. Super easy. So Sammy and Snowflake, so cute. And this is the day 17 make. So let's go ahead and stamp the numbers as well. Let's get our 1 and see how these are coming apart a lot more easily because I've been using them in some of these December daily makes, and so they're coming apart for me a lot more easily. So I'm glad I did that and said, oh, well, let's do this so you could see that. Okay. Don't stick your arm in the ink. So, Sammy Snowflake 17. So that is our make for today. And that is showcasing some of the BeeBeeCraft products. And I hope that, you know, it inspires you to play. Do check the links in the description box below. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning for day 18. Thank you for joining me. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.